We are recording.
Cool.
Nice. So
Yeah.
how was your week, Sam?
My week, it was pretty good. It's not like it was a great week as such, but there's something that came up all of a sudden, and I had to divert my time towards that. But otherwise, it's been pretty okay, I would say.
Great, great, awesome. What about the GTD system? Did you?
Yeah,
I don't know.
With
Change something.
GTD, probably, yeah. What happened is last week I sat for the weekly review. It was not complete, but this time, but it was running in my mind that the weekly review is very important and I need to finish it. So what happened? I finished my weekly review yesterday itself. So
Nice,
today,
nice.
actually, probably that was the first weekly review which was a full-fledged review, and it felt really nice. Actually, the kind of clarity that you get once you do your weekly review, I think it's amazing. That's something which I really liked about it. And today I want to sit and refine a little bit, but the review was done, so I felt really good about it.
Did you? I have one question here. Did you get also creative? That's the last part of the weekly review. Did you get creative? Did you? I don't know. Think of new projects, of new things for you to do.
No,
new areas, new.
nothing of that sort. Not probably right now, because probably in a long time, this is the first time I'm actually trying to get a hang of things, and I feel as if I have control. That's one of the best things I experienced after doing the weekly review. It's not like we finish a lot of tasks in the weekly review, but it's something like you have an idea of what's happening in your life and where things stand. So that was the best part for me.
Yeah, one thing I can say here is you will encounter some things after you, if I can shorten this up, is you decluttered your system, you put it in order, right? You will encounter that the order that you set is not really the order that you will find out that works the best. So yeah, you must do the weekly review consistently, because it happens to me also. When I'm looking to a task, I'm looking by context, and I don't find it where I'm thinking that I should have put it. If I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
I got it. I completely understand where you're coming from.
That needs tinkering. You can do that mostly during weekly review. Yeah.
You see, something that is similar to what you said. In fact, yesterday I changed my structure of my lists based on what was happening actually. So I had designed one structure and I thought that was the proper one. But yesterday I found a new structure which makes things easier. Probably that is what you are saying, as we need to keep tinkering it to suit our requirement.
Yeah.
As and when it happens.
You just needed to tinker it until you get used to it. That's no work around.
Something which is going to work for me. Something which is going to work for me is something I have to design, and over a period of time it happens.
What about the calendar? We talked about the calendar last time.
I'm not putting something. I won't say I've 100% achieved it. It's like it's progress, but I consciously try to remember to put things in the calendar only which is supposed to be completed. So in fact, when I sat for my weekly review, I realized that I used to put random deadlines. Then I realized I'm putting the date. I'm going to put the date, which is the date by which I have to act. Failing which, the project fails. Only then I'm putting that date. Otherwise, I'm not putting a date, so that it just doesn't keep popping up every now and then.
Yeah. You have to give it time to trust your calendar, but trusting your calendar, it's very, very, very powerful thing to have. When I noticed you have a lot on your plate on your daily planning, or you had a lot of due tasks that you didn't accomplish on that date, that just reminded of my struggling with this kind of things in the past, when I was putting a lot of on my plate, but not every day is the same as productive as the other days. One day you can accomplish a lot of hard tasks, big tasks, important tasks. One day you can do only mundane things, or maybe some urgent things come in front of you, and you really have to do them. And if you put everything aside, that's normal. It happens. That's life. And what I encountered is that if I only focus on one or two tasks at a time daily, when I'm looking at my tag calendar and I have free time before a meeting, I can pick a task that I can do in that period of time, and that works better for me. One thing that I encountered, and I don't know for sure how to manage it, is that what I was doing wrong, not following the GTD system, is that I don't have a complete list of my projects. The definition of the project in the GTD system is anything that has more than two tasks is a project. I don't have that. I have some main areas, maybe some 2 or 3 projects, but I don't have anything that has more than 2 tasks on a list as a project. So that's a problem for me that I'm struggling with, and I'm planning to start to fix during this week's weekly review to make a complete list of my whole projects, because I don't have that system set up properly, and maybe that's why I encountered some problems this week when I didn't not really trust the system, but didn't seem so clear. I mean, I was sure that I have everything captured, nothing slips the cracks. That helps a lot, but it's hard to find items regarding one project or have them centralized and be sure that next week I am focusing on the right projects. So I have everything captured regarding every project in my life. Everything is captured. There's no problem there. I can find them if I look for them, but not so easily. But the problem that I'm struggling with is that I'm not sure that I'm doing consistent work on every project that I have on my plate, because I don't have a list with all my projects. So that's one thing. And another thing about eating the frog, I have it's about it's about writing an email on an important client that I postponed a lot. And because I postponed it for 3 weeks now it's today, there are 3 weeks exactly today, it becomes so big that I will have to do more than writing an email. I will have to, I don't know, plan a project for them or do something more to have like an excuse for taking so long to write a simple email. It became so, it was a little thing, it took 5 minutes, but I didn't have clarity about what to write to them. It was a report regarding our 2 years collaboration, that how everything went, how everything was, if I have some inputs from some feedback. I just postponed it. If I have done it in the same week or at the right time, if I ate the frog at the right time, I wouldn't have to do the extra work. It would have been a
small thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to do the extra thing now and do a whole planning of a big project for them to have an excuse for this big delay. So even though I'm I don't know, I talk and I brag maybe about eating a frog, I don't really do it every time. So, but this is a lesson
it
learned.
happens to the best of us. Yeah, it's happened to the best of us. Happens.
It's a lesson. It's a lesson learned for me, and I will be very careful in the future about eating the small frogs and not letting them grow in a big frog that I can't eat it in a short time or period of time.
Single
Yeah.
bite,
For
so me, I think one thing which similar to what you told, my frog is Recruitment. For me, recruitment is a huge headache. I don't know. It's very simple. Honestly, it's a fun process, but somehow I feel so heavy to even start the process. But I'm trying to make it simple. One thing which I have realized is the keeping the project title in one separate list and focusing on just the next task in the next action list. That is going to work wonders because somewhere I feel it removes the load off your head. And that happens when we clarify things. See, probably I'll just put a task like interview 5 candidates or finalize the candidate for design, something like that. But that is very vague. And since I don't sit and clarify every task sometimes, that
Every
just
step.
remains as a task. And the moment I see, I don't see the next step. I see the final project,
Yeah.
objective, end objective. And that will
Yeah.
make me delay. It's like, okay, let me see what else is important. Let me see what else is important. Instead, if I say shortlist 5 candidates, that's the first step. It doesn't take much time, 10 minutes. I just have to open my database, search for 5 candidates, shortlist 5 names. That's all. Then probably the next action for that is call the 5 candidates, which can come later, need not be continuous. So I think splitting it and making it smaller tasks will give a lot of clarity to us.
Yeah, turning something bigger in smaller chunks that are more actionable helps a lot. Yeah, I was talking this with my colleagues, with my team, and I was kind of teaching them the GTD system, telling them the difference between a task and a project. And while doing that, I just realized that what I just told you about my problem with keeping a track list with a project, because it didn't seem like a problem to me before. I've seen this problem in another person's life. I've seen it in my in a team, one of my team members, that he completely forgot about one very important project because he didn't have a list with his project, and it after 2 weeks he completely forgotten about that project, about that request, because he didn't have a simple list, just the project name. If that was in his list, just the project name, it was just as simple as replying to an email. But on consistently just having that on the list and just review it weekly, that wouldn't happen. And now it just become a really big problem. We have a very upset client. We have a very upset CEO. We have a very upset I don't know, manager. Just many problems arrived because of that, not just keeping a simple
One
list.
single thing.
And many hours were spent just trying to fix the problem, or just make the I don't know, problem smaller, or try to fix these things. Many hours on many people's plate just arrived because of a simple inaction of sending a reply on an email. That's just completely blows my mind, because if we do the right things in the right order, just like you said, if I keep small chunks of time, if I do, because the main problem is do the right tasks at the right time. Because if we don't do that, we just put more on our plate artificially. It's because the project itself, it wasn't big at the start. If we did that at the right time, but because we don't do
Became
that at
big.
the right time, we just put work on our shoulders artificially. I mean, it wasn't part of the task, but we just did that to ourselves because we didn't do it on time. So that's this changes my whole perspective of how much we can achieve, how much free time we have, how much less stress we can bring on our lives if we just do them on the right time. If we have a clear list, because I have a clear list of everything is captured, but not having a clear list of projects, an actual list, to up to date list, uh, may encounter so many problems along the road. So This is, I don't know, they didn't teach us about this in the GTD system, because they say that this system works, just do it. But they don't say, if you don't use this system, or if you don't do your tasks in the right time, you will just encounter problems, and you'll just put more work on your shoulders that shouldn't be there in the first place. So that's some,
You see,
I don't
one
know.
thing,
Yeah.
one thing I would like to add here. What happens is when they teach us. I mean, I nothing against the trainer we had, Janice, but when they teach us, we don't realize the seriousness of some points because of the way it is taught to us, probably.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I think if you put the right kind of emphasis, right kind of clarity, what is it going to do when you do that? How is it going to impact? If such things are given with a little bit of clarity and theory, I
Yeah.
think we will understand every single aspect with its importance. Like what happens, why I'm telling this is when I sit with my cousin to probably discuss GTD. So it's like every day we spend half an hour. For the past week, I think 3-4 days we didn't sit, but yesterday we sat. What I'm trying to understand is one, when I sit with her, I want to ensure that she gets the system properly. It should not be like how I was trained. So whatever I know, I try to give the kind of emphasis to her for her to understand it. Second, it's not like it's a 4-day session. I spend almost every day with her. So what happens when I'm explaining something to her, I say out of experience also, and she can realize the impact of it and she's able to implement it. For example, I think I started these sessions with her, say 3 weeks back, 3 to 4 weeks back. And after so many days of interaction, yesterday she understood the importance of capture. And she herself told, I think the way I'm capturing is not right. I want to use any app like how you use Todoist. I want to use something. And I will start with only capture in the app. I will not do anything else with the app.
Yeah, that's great.
So
Great.
now she's implementing GTD step by step. It's not like everything is being implemented at
Yeah.
once.
Yeah.
So I think if we also get the implementation of GTD like that in stages, instead of all 4 days bombarding with theory, it's like first week you just do this capture. You this week target for you guys is just to capture everything. Don't worry about
Yeah.
how you are going to clarify or organize. Just capture. After that, we ask for advantages and disadvantages. So they say, wow, it's very nice to capture because nothing is there in my mind. But what are the disadvantages? I don't know what to do. I'm just capturing.
Yeah.
Then comes the
Yeah.
next part. Yeah, now the solution for this is clarify. So we will learn about clarify this week. I don't know. If we do the
Yeah.
training like that, I think probably we will learn it better.
Yeah, Sam, you are completely right on this. I mean, I'm getting more value from our weekly uh,
Sessions.
discussions. Yeah, more
Mm-hmm.
value than I had from the course. Of course, I had some notions. I had the concept. I read the book. I did some other courses on the
Mm-hmm.
GTD system. I'm looking
Mm-hmm.
into developing a whole course on this. So my whole approach to the course was very different, maybe from your perspective, because you are attending as a student. I was attending as, I don't know how they to learn how they
How to
do it, how
train.
they teach it. Yeah, but I completely agree with you
Mm-hmm.
on this. This fast track system that they put in place, it's maybe not just the right thing to do. They just forced to implement this in a short period of time. Maybe it was better just to focus on the terminology, on the definitions, on the theory, even though you don't have some practical thing to have to implement at the end of the day. But just as you said, this is the theory, this is the concepts. Try to focus on them to grasp them better during the next year. For now, just do the capturing thing, because everything that they teach us after capturing, it was just extra information that we can't handle properly, that we can manage properly,
Because we
because
have not done the capture properly.
exactly, So if we don't do the capture thing properly, we can do the other steps properly, because the first step is not done properly. Yeah, completely agree with you on this thing. Yeah.
In fact, the thing of capture, I thought that capture is important, but you know when for me I realized that capture is very important. It's when you told me. You
Yeah.
told me that you have found capturing everything is very helpful to you, and you said you should try it. It's working for me. That's when I felt the impact of it, and I started doing it. Even now, I have not done it completely, but every small thing I remember, I try to capture.
Was it, maybe, I'm just curious about this. If you, I don't know, maybe not give me the answer right now, but think about it. Was it because I told you that I have much less stress in my life because I'm doing it? I mean, that I have a clear mind,
Exactly.
mind like water.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I remember you told me you were about to sleep and suddenly you remembered something. You took your phone, you captured it, and you slept.
So it's not
That
the
is
stress.
freedom.
Yeah, no, that's not maybe just the free stress life, if I can say so. Maybe it's just the real example in life that helped you grasp. You connected with my example, maybe happened to you, and that connection with my example that happened to you, you just clicked on that. It was like aha moment. Okay, I have to do this. So maybe,
See,
yeah.
probably I was also experiencing the same stress. But when you said that you got some relief, I realized probably I can also get some relief by doing this.
Yeah.
It's that
So
connect.
maybe the real value we get from this is our real examples in our real lives. Like, I'm a real person, you're a real
Yeah.
person. My examples help you, your examples also help me. So maybe, yeah, that's a really, really interesting thing.
And I
Yeah.
think that is something which we can incorporate in probably if you're planning to do trainings in the future.
Mm-hmm.
This can be one segment where the places where people fail, that can be a session.
Mm-hmm.
What not to do. And not
Mm-hmm.
just simply telling what not to do, but telling people by not doing that what they are losing or what is the consequence of it. And
Mm-hmm.
hence, you do it. When we say this, people will connect better.
Yeah, but you can know, you can't determine where they will fail, because where I fail, maybe you succeed. Where you fail, maybe I succeed. You know, I can't anticipate every failing points of every person. But okay, we can, I don't know, make a brainstorming and think of the most important ones. But
No,
or
see,
the
probably it
more
can be like FAQs. You know FAQs, right? Frequently asked questions.
the
Like
yeah,
that frequently committed mistakes, something like that, FCMs,
yeah,
wherein
yeah.
these are areas where generally people tend to commit a mistake.
Yeah. Is your cousin younger than you? I like you told me
Yes.
about it. She's younger. She's a student. She's in high school. How are you? How young?
No. She's a professional. She's a
Ah,
professional.
okay,
She
okay.
was into software testing. Now she
Mhm.
is planning to change her career.
That's great thing. Congrats, congrats. Yeah. She wants to become a software developer probably after, right? Or not? Or not?
Yes. No, the
Mm.
thing is, she doesn't like coding as such. She wants to do something like a project management or something little bit towards managerial roles. But at the same time, she wants to stay grounded because she knows that she cannot directly get something like that without having a
Mhm.
strong base. So
Mhm.
she's trying to do something in data sciences.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
She wants to start off and then take
Look,
it
Sam,
forward from there.
if you think, or if she thinks that it will be a great help for her, we can do our weekly meetings with her too. I don't have a problem with that. Um
Definitely. Let
I
me
am
just check with her.
her field of interest is exactly what I do now. I mean, I'm managing IT teams
Okay.
or marketing teams. I'm developing landing pages, websites. I'm managing software developers, and I do that for around 6, 7 years. And
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
know, maybe her struggling with grasping the GTD system and more especially what her struggles are with this new approach, her new role, her new I don't know, career, will maybe
Yes,
help me also. So maybe it's a win-win. I mean, if you guys think the
definitely.
same, I have no problem with that. We can do that together. Yeah,
Sure.
and maybe
I'll do that. I'll just
having,
have a word
yeah.
with her.
It will be maybe harder
No, you
for
were
her
mm-hmm.
because we are
Mm-hmm.
maybe more advanced, just to say, I don't know, on the GTD system. But
True.
I think she is a smart girl from what you told me, and I think she will grasp everything very, very, very fast. I don't think that will be a problem. And I don't know,
True.
maybe it will help even me, even you, doing this session together, just to have another third person opinion on things, because we don't have
Perspective. Yeah.
don't have different problems. Our problems are very similar. What I encounter, you encounter. Many of our lives are even if we live in separate countries, in so different culture the aspects, uh, I notice that our problems are very much the same. Even though you are in a completely
Similar.
different field, even though we are completely different, I don't know, people, we all encountered some sort of problems that are really connected. And as I said, I'm getting really a lot of value from these talks. I don't know how to
Yeah.
emphasize this, but it's if I would have now to pick, to know what I know now from our talks, and to choose doing the course, uh, or and paying for it, or doing the sessions with you and paying maybe even more than the course costed, I will pick these sessions for this
Same.
more, this is
Exactly.
more value here. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
True.
I don't
That's
know.
because I think
Yeah,
we are.
yeah.
No,
Say
no, no. Please
please.
go ahead.
I don't know why they don't do uh, this coaching thing. I don't know why they don't promote it more, because this is real value. This
No,
accountability.
but I think it's priced very high.
Mhm.
It's almost 3 times the cost we paid to the group session.
Well, listen, I think before attending the course, I was already thinking about this accountability system. So I was really interested to see the questions, to find an accountability partner before attending the course. And I don't see a
Mm-hmm.
reason why they don't promote this. I mean, they don't advise us during find a partner during the course, find a partner and stick with it. Okay, maybe you don't have a really serious
Exactly.
partner, or you don't really stick with it, but just starting it and doing it 2 or 3 times. We've met like 3 times. Not, I don't think that we did more than
This is
three
the
calls.
fourth. This is the fourth time.
Okay,
This is
fourth
the
time.
fourth time.
We already understand the value of it. Yeah. So this is just
True.
learning this, that there is value in this accountability system, is just the best thing we had from the course for me. Just learning that
Yeah.
there's a value in this accountability, because I don't know, maybe in 1 month we just stop doing this, but we can find another partner. Or maybe you just have your cousin, you can team up with her. But you know there's value, and you know that if there's a point where you have to pursue, you will look for an accountability body and not buy another course, because there's more value in this system, in, I don't know, picking a course that's $1,000 cost or something like that. There is more value in this
Mm-hmm.
system than for me. Just my input. So I
True.
don't think I'm thinking about my course, but the value really comes from this system, not really from
Yes.
the course, because the
Yes.
course didn't do very much from my perspective. I don't know. Maybe they just explained better in simpler terms the system, but that's all. I don't know.
No.
That's my
See,
input.
and see, it's like what I feel is, for us to become a graduate, we go through 2 years of education. you cannot have a crash course on graduation. I think GTD is like that. GTD cannot be a 4 days crash course. It can be a 4 days. What do you say? They say the introduction.
Yeah.
4 days is an introduction. 4 days is not the course.
Yeah. Maybe just
probably
gives you
orientation.
Some orientation, exactly, just to know what to look around or what to focus on or what to that's right. Sam,
I think this is something which we can remember all these points to probably put in your course, the course which you are going to design for people whom you want to teach GTD in the future. These are some things which we can keep in mind, so that these are some things which people will get value out of.
Yeah. Maybe some steps on how to do those sessions on accountability. Just in the first month, focus on capturing. In the second month, I don't know, focusing on the calendar. Maybe after that, focusing on project lists or something like that. Yeah, it was a great talk, Sam. It was really insightful. I can't wait for the next weeks. I don't know how to. I will give you the recording for today's session.
Yes.
Let me know.
Yes, please.
The offer with your cousin attending is not a problem for me. I mean, it's really great to have more people. Thank you for all the insights. They were very valuable for me, and was another successful session for me. Yeah. Thank you, Sam. Have a great day, and
see ya.
Keep up the good work. Keep up trusting your system.
You too. Bye-bye.
One more thing.
Bye-bye.
Very important. One more thing. Very important. Did you do the declutter thing? I was telling you about.
I've been thinking about it. I'm planning to start. Maybe it will take a week or two, but definitely I'll have that as a slot in my day-to-day.
Please
calendar.
start. So please try it on your downloads folder and on your desktop. Even if that means you put everything in one folder, a separate folder, and just keep them clean. But you can start like this. I did that myself. I just put everything on my desktop in one folder. I called it junk. Okay, I put a date on it. Junk February 2021, and everything in my downloads folder, I put it in another folder, and I called it declutter, something like that. But just start. You can do this today. Do this today, because you have the find and search. You can just do that today and try to keep your downloads folder, your desktop folder clean for 1 week. I want to know what if you find value and how much value you can find in there, because for me this is maybe more than GTD. For me it's more than GTD, because I'm very it gives me a peace of mind to know that when I sit on my computer, I do only work. I don't do a lot of searching. Where's that file? Where I find that? Where's that? Or I don't feel fear when I open my computer and see in my downloads folder. When I see lots of things over there, what's this? I can do no work now. You understand what I'm saying? It helps to keep a flow of things and keep moving and keep doing task over task. Because if you are downloading something, you look in the downloads folder, where's that file, where I can find it? And I have that file that's in another folder, where's that file, I can find it. It just gives real clarity on and real flow on doing things. Please try this for 1 week. Maybe not.
I'll do that. Yeah. Next week I'll let you know.
I'm really wanting to see how much and how it helps you, because it will. Trust me, it will. Sure. Thank you, Sam. Thank you again.
Thanks, Ionut.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.